Have you ever felt the cold creeping into your bones, even when you're standing by a fire? Have you ever felt something watching you, waiting in the dark? Imagine a presence so terrifying, so unnatural, that the mere thought of it makes your blood run cold. A creature that hunts the lost souls of the forest, the Wendigo. A remote, snow-covered forest. The kind where the trees stand like silent sentinels, their bare branches clawing at the sky. The air is still, and the wind howls through the woods, carrying with it the scent of death. You're far from civilization, with nothing but the endless white snow stretching in every direction. And you're not alone. Something hungry watches you from the shadows. It's the Wendigo, and it's coming for you. The Wendigo comes from Algonquin folklore, a creature of ice, hunger, and madness. It is said to be a spirit that possesses those who fall to greed, who become so desperate to survive that they commit the unthinkable: cannibalism. This is no ordinary predator. No animal, no natural being would prey on humans the way the Wendigo does. The spirit of the Wendigo is bent on consuming flesh, driven by an unquenchable hunger that cannot be satisfied. Once it takes hold of a human being, they're never the same. They're no longer just a person. They become the Wendigo itself. Imagine for a moment the feeling of that hunger, the desperation that gnaws at your insides. Your body begins to change. Your skin pales. Your bones stretch unnaturally. Your muscles shrivel up. But the hunger, the insatiable craving for human flesh, grows stronger. It's said that the Wendigo doesn't just eat to survive. It eats to become more powerful. Each victim, each soul it consumes, adds to its strength. And the transformation doesn't stop. The Wendigo becomes an inhuman monster, a creature of darkness, covered in the frost and snow of the northern wilderness, with eyes that gleam like burning coals. Its body is gaunt, skeletal, with limbs too long and twisted, ripped and clawed by the endless pursuit of hunger. The hunger is not just physical. It drives its victims insane. The deeper the possession, the more desperate the Wendigo becomes. It is a creature that cannot be satisfied, no matter how many people it consumes. Imagine your mind starts to crack under the pressure of that hunger. Your thoughts begin to twist, and you start hearing whispers. The Wendigo's voice speaks to you, urging you on, tempting you to take that final step to consume the flesh of another. It's the voice that calls from the depths of darkness, from the heart of the forest. It tells you, eat and you will be free. Eat and the pain will stop. Eat and you will be powerful. But that's a lie. The more you eat, the more it takes you, until you're no longer human, just a ravenous beast, driven by nothing but hunger. The Wendigo hunts those who wander too deep into the forest, the lost souls, the stranded travelers, those who have nowhere to turn. It moves silently, its long limbs creeping through the trees, its breath like the wind, cold and haunting. And when you feel that chill on the back of your neck, when you hear the rustling of leaves that shouldn't be there, know that it's not the wind. It's the Wendigo watching you, waiting for you to make a mistake. It moves quickly, faster than you can imagine. Before you know it, you've crossed the line between the living and the dead. You are in the Wendigo's grasp now, and there is no escaping. The Wendigo is part of the forest itself. It is bound to the wilderness, to the cold, dark places where humans don't belong. In some accounts, it's said that the Wendigo is the spirit of the forest, a curse placed upon those who disrespect the natural world, those who violate the sanctity of the earth. When you venture into the forest where the Wendigo roams, you are stepping into its domain, and it's watching you every step of the way. Even today, there are reports, stories from those who have felt the Wendigo's presence. People claim to have seen its glowing eyes in the dark of the night, moving through the forest in a way that should be impossible for a human. Witnesses described feeling an overwhelming sense of terror, a feeling of being hunted, pursued, and eventually consumed by something ancient and far beyond human understanding. One such encounter occurred deep in the forests of Canada, where a group of hunters claimed to have encountered a creature like no other. The man who survived the ordeal described the Wendigo's eyes as burning with an otherworldly hunger, and in that moment, he knew he was being hunted by something far older and more terrifying than any wild animal. The curse of the Wendigo is not just physical, it's psychological. It's said that once you hear its call, once you feel its presence, there is no escaping the darkness it brings. You will forever be haunted by the memory of hunger, the overwhelming desire to consume. And it's not just the possessed that feel it. The curse lingers on the land itself, passed down through generations. It's said that the Wendigo's curse can be passed from one person to the next, like a sickness, a darkness that consumes all who come into contact with it. So how do you survive? How do you protect yourself from the Wendigo's insatiable hunger? The truth is, there is no easy answer. Some say that if you can avoid its gaze, if you can stay hidden long enough, the Wendigo will lose interest. Others claim that the only way to defeat it is to destroy the spirit that controls it. But how do you defeat something that has no physical form? Perhaps the only way to escape is to never enter its domain in the first place, to stay far from the forest where it roams, to listen to the warnings of the elders and never cross the line. But if you hear the wind howling through the trees and you feel that cold grip on your heart, remember, the Wendigo is out there, and it's always hungry. The Wendigo is a creature of legend, but like all legends, there is a kernel of truth buried within it. It's a warning, a reminder that some things are better left undisturbed. The forests hold secrets, and the Wendigo is one of them. A dark spirit that will always remain in the shadows, watching, waiting. Next time you find yourself alone in the wild, with only the cold night surrounding you, remember this: the Wendigo is out there, and it's waiting.